Hey, everybody. Hi. It's that time again. It's me. You knew that. I knew you knew that. Okay, so here we are. um, that I'm flipping around a little bit here, guys. Okay, sorry. Don't mean to make anybody dizzy. That was just a little something that I think this is just adorable. It's the Country Hive. They make it's a Stampin' Up demonstrator, and she makes these little gadgets that hold glue bottles, and guess they're 3D printed. See, and it just holds it upside down like that for you, so that your glue is always ready. And I think it's adorable. I love it. Isn't it cute? Hi, Susie. I have another one of these for Halloween. And there's also a sunflower for fall, but I love the pumpkin. I think it's cute. So how are you? It's been a day. It's been a week actually. It's been very crazy here the last couple days. We had a death in the family, and of course, that always sets everything in motion with family and everything. Hi, Connie. And so everything's been really nuts the last couple days. Um, and so let's see. Then I heard that there was free. Hi, Brenda. Free shipping. And I'm looking and I'm like, why do I not know about this? Why am I getting these messages from other people about free shipping and I don't know that there's free shipping? And I looked, and I guess when Stampin' Up went with all their no reply email boxes or something, it all changed, and I never changed it. Hi, Carol. Carol, you missed my pumpkin. Come on, there it is. There's the pumpkin. Isn't that cute? Glue holder, pumpkin. See, he holds the glue upside down. Anyway, okay, so I was excited about that. I had to show that to everybody. Um, yeah, so I didn't know about the free shipping until this morning. So I sent everybody a message that I could think of. Carol, free shipping today only. Isn't that just great? But I know, Carol, you had your order in already, so it doesn't matter. Um, but if you need anything, get your order in soon. I placed an order today because I needed to stock up on some papers and things. But that was all. There wasn't too much I needed. I'm in good shape, and I haven't had a lot of time to do any card making at all this week. It's just been a crazy week. So, let's see. What can I tell you? Other than the free shipping, there's really nothing going on. So, I'm doing the library the 25th, Wednesday, the 25th of September. And that will be at 1:30. Get there at 1:30 or 5 minutes before, but don't get there too early because they get testy. I think, or if you get there early, just look at books, right? I don't know. So I only live like a mile away from the library, so so I thank you, Brenda. I did them myself. I'm yeah. I'll have to tell you about that. I've been playing around with them. My husband and I went and got a pedicure. Don't tell him I told you, but we went and got pedicures. And I said, well, geez, you know what? I'm going to get my nails. And then I thought, no, I'm not going to get them done while I'm here because, he wouldn't have sat there and waited very well. So I came home and did them myself. And I thought I did a pretty good job too. I really, I worked on them. They're a little messy here and there, but we'll get that fixed up. Okay, so what are we going to do tonight? Well, okay. I gotta show you something. This paper I'm gonna use. I love this paper. I think this is so pretty. It's called Regal Winter. Comes in 12 by 12. It comes as part of a suite with some stamps and some floral, yeah, floral stamps and some dies. But I'm overloaded with floral stamps right now, and I just don't need them. I don't need the shapes of the dies. So I thought, I love the paper. I know I can do some really neat stuff with that paper. So I got the paper. I did not get the stamps. I did not get the dies. We're going to use the paper tonight. I'm going to just show you. You don't always have to get everything in the suite. Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes things coordinate so well you can't not get it. But in this case, I did not get it. And the stamps that I'm using is called Love and Strength, the stamp set. Hi, Kathy. And I think this is just the neatest sayings. I mean, that sometimes you just see stamp sets that it just jumps out at you. You're getting the paper too. You're going to love it, Susie. It's so pretty, but yeah, I just didn't need the stamps. So this stamp set, I just like it. I think my favorite one is it's okay if all you did today was breathe. I I just think that's nice because sometimes we just get so in a hurry, rush, 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 do this, do that. I got to get this done. I got to get that done. That we don't sit back and relax. And there it is. It's okay if all you did today was breathe. And there is hope. You matter. And this, even when your brain tells you otherwise. So you could say with that, there is hope even when your brain tells you otherwise, or you matter even when your brain tells you otherwise. There's a lot of ways to use that. And sharing love and strength this season, and I am here for you. Brenda, what's not available? The last I checked, these were both available, the stamp set and the paper. But I did not check today, so I don't know if it was not available. And I'm like I said, I didn't check today, and I do not have my iPad with me to check now, so I can't. But this is what we're using, and you will see what we're going to do with it instead of using the stamps. Okay. Um, I'm going to get off because you don't need. You'll get a full screen if I take myself off there, and you can still hear me, and you have the whole screen. What I did is I pulled the colors that they show you here, where they tell you about the paper, like it says Regal Winter 12 by 12. They tell you what colors it goes with: Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Cherry Cobbler, Night of Navy, Pretty Peacock, Shaded Spruce, and Wild Wheat. So what I did is I pulled all those colors just to see what I want to do with them. I don't know at this point. Well, I do, kind of, but just say I don't. And then this is a couple of the sheets of the paper because I like these the best. Look at the back of these, though. Isn't that pretty? That is it's such a purplish blue orchid. I don't know what color you call it, but it's very pretty. And then this one has the wild wheat on the back. And this one has a very bright purple, this berry bliss. I love the colors. It's all jewel tones that go with it. So, I mean, you can't go wrong with any of those colors. So I only pulled a couple of the sheets. There's more. There's a nice totally purple with Pretty Peacock on the back. And I think there's different ones of this kind of sort of print, but it's a little different. Oh, and then there's one that's wild wheat flowers with Pretty Peacock on the back. So it's all very pretty paper, and it's all very, the back prints are beautiful. Yeah, they are very, very nice. And I love the jewel tones. I really like that, the colors in that. So I'm going to use a couple of these. And what I did is I just grabbed the colors that go with them, and I decided I kind of landed on this to go with this one. And I'm going to be boring and go with Night of Navy for that one. And there's a third one here. Yeah, this one I hadn't made up my mind, but I think that looks good. So I'll just go with that. Okay, so that's 3 of them, and that's good for us for the. Oh, wait, I like that too. Look, isn't that pretty? The cherry cobbler with that. So maybe we'll do that. Oh, no, I have it with Berry Bliss, and I like that. Or Blackberry Bliss, yes. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Get the rest out of here before I change my mind again. Inga, hi, how are you? Yes, isn't this paper just so pretty? So here's what I'm going to do. I also went ahead and just started cutting, and I do this a lot. When I don't know exactly what I'm going to do, I told you, I will look on the back of the paper and I will pull the colors. So then I pulled the colors and I cut a couple pieces base size, right? 8.5 by 5.5. And then I just cut a whole bunch of squares and shapes, different shapes. So I pulled the stylish shapes, the squares. That's what these are. And let's see, what else did I pull? Perennial postage. I cut a couple of these. And this is from Nested Essentials. And I cut these out of the colors that I figured I was going to use. Different sizes, different shapes, but I also cut, oh, there's one of the berry ones. I cut a lot out of basic beige because I'm going to want to use that for my stamps that you can see what they say. These are going to be backgrounds. These are going to be for my actual sentiments. Okay, so these were the things that I cut out, the dies that I cut out. And I'm going to start the first one with Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to score it at 4.25. And I've already cut my designer series paper 4 by 5.25 to fit right in the middle. This is going to be a pretty easy card, but it's okay. It's going to be easy for me to show you because I have these pieces cut out. You have to cut all the pieces out. It's going to be a little bit harder, a little bit longer. But understand that when you do this ahead of time and you cut out a whole bunch of pieces like this, now you have them ready. And when you're ready to assemble the cards, boom, they all go together really quick. So I like doing it that way. So I'm going to glue this one down first. Guess what I didn't do? I didn't pull a name. Okay, let me see whose name do I have. Brenda. Brenda, I have your name today. So you're going to get this card. And let me write myself a note so that I know that. I think I have another one for you. No, I don't have one for you. I have one for, I know I have one for Carol, and I think I have one for Barb. I don't know. I know I haven't had them sent out again. Today is the 18th. Oh my gosh. I can't believe it's the 18th already of September. I mean, I'm looking at what I'm going to make tonight and I'm looking at Christmas stuff and I'm thinking, geez, I am just not ready to start Christmas yet. Okay, so this is Blackberry Bliss. Now I have a big square cut out of Blackberry Bliss and I have different sizes of these. And so this was what I kind of had in mind, that I would put these kind of in triangular form. Now I'm not going to do this with all the cards. I'm just doing this one with this one. Okay, so I'm putting, these are the smaller squares, putting them in that configuration. Then the bigger one is going to go right in the middle with the with something stamped on here, and that's going to be propped up on dimensionals. And then of course I'll put on some fancies, some fancies. Okay, so let's glue those down. And let's see, what do we want to put on here? Sharing love and strength this season. I am here for you. Oh, look, I didn't even put the backs on these yet. That's good because then, I don't know, do I have anybody new that I can show how to do this? I don't think I do. I think you guys all know how to do it already. But I guess I'm going to show you anyway because some people might be watching on Facebook. I mean, on YouTube later. And if they watch it later on YouTube, they may not know how to do this. Or I'm going to show you what I think is the easiest way to do this. Okay, you take your stamp and you pull off the back. Then you take your label thing here and you pull the whole thing off and stick it on a block. And then pull off the backing from that. And stick the stamp right on top of that. Now, stick that on here a little bit, a minute or two, and it's ready to go. There was another way we had of doing this that was even easier, but I, off the top of my head, don't remember what it was. So, okay, so I'm going to grab Blackberry Bliss. And I also want to put a little something else on here. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little berry looking thing. That was what it was. Just pull the whole backing off of there. Pull the backing off of there. Stick that right on there. And pull it off. Stick it on there a little bit. Okay. I'm going to put the sentiment down first. And then, let's see, my impulse is to do this in green, but there is no green at all on this card. So I am going to, I think I'm going to use Berry Burst. If I can get it out. It's buried in the bottom of my stamp thing. There, I got it. Okay, so I'm going to use Berry Burst. I might want to stamp off though first because I want this really far in the background. So yeah, that's the best way to do that. Ah, okay, I kind of wrecked. I guess it's not too bad. Well, yeah, I kind of wrecked that. So I'm going to just take it on the other side. Okay. And then I'm going to grab some dimensionals. No, I'm going to glue this onto here first. And then I'm going to stick on the dimensionals. Now this, I love jewel tones, as I said. I think that this is really pretty with these jewel tones, but it's also dark, very dark. And I mean, you want your card to be a little cheerful, right? So I don't want to leave it quite so dark. I do need something to zap it up a little bit. Now, I would say, judging from the little doohickeys that are on here, they look like the sprigs that that come in with the punch, and you could use them. I don't know about the color though, so maybe in gold. You could punch some gold sprigs and put them around. Or you could, let me look at my little stockpile here. See, I keep a little stockpile of punch things. When I punch something out, I say, I better keep some extras of those just in case. So that would kind of, that would work if it wasn't quite as big. I could probably actually dissect this. And put one there and one there. Maybe even dissect it a little more. There. That's good like that. And for that, I'm going to use my glue gun. I'm going to be careful that we don't get too much glue on anything gold because then it gets all smutsy. There. That worked. That did just what I wanted it to do. But I'm still going to throw some sequins or something on here. And that's what I think is going to work the best. this is sequins. Some of these little gold ones here. There. See, I just threw that third one anywhere. Okay. So that's the first card. That looks pretty good. What do you think? You could put a piece of linen thread, make a bow, and put a piece of linen thread on there. But I think with the gold, I think that's good enough. I think it zaps it up good, just right. Okay, so on to the next one. And for the next one, I have Cherry Cobbler. And I have this. Wait, that's the paper I just finished using. I don't want to use that again. Oh, I grabbed the wrong stack. Okay, so we're over here. We are going to use Berry Burst, and we're going to use this piece. And I'm going to score this at 4 1/4. And again, I'm just going to go ahead and glue that down. Nothing fancy, just not worrying about the background or anything. I'm just going to glue it down like that, because it's pretty enough by itself. It doesn't need a whole lot of glitz, right? Okay, and then now what I kind of wanted to do with this one is, again, use my circles. I can just do something like that, or my squares that I cut out. But on this one, I have this pretty flower. I'd like to use it. If it fits, yeah, it'll fit kind of, kind of. And again, I'm just going to pull those off of there. I pulled the backing off of there already. And stick this on just the way it belongs. Pull it off. Stick it on here a couple times just to get, because they're really sticky when you first pull them off of this paper. And if you stick them right on a block, and then you go to lift them off the block, they stick to the block and really give you a hard time. And so, yeah, I don't like that. That's why I mess with them before I use them. Okay, and I'm going to use this cool saying, it's okay if all you did today is breathe. I was very poorly prepared today, guys. Sorry about that. So, and then on the inside of this, I think I'm going to put You Matter. So here's this. And I'm going to use Berry Burst. for the flower, I'm going to stamp the flower twice. And honestly, it's not going to fit exactly on that. I'll use that flower. I'll use two different flowers. It's not going to fit exactly on there, but I don't care. Let's see, I'm putting these like this so it can go like that. And then this one, same thing, up and down. Okay. That's all we're stamping. If you want to get fancy, you could color these. I would color them. If you're going to color them, I would do it with pencils, I think. The other thing you could do is kind of smear this up a little bit to make like a watercolor. But I don't know. It's nice just like that. And you don't really want to upstage this center thing anyway. So, you don't have to put colors on the back. You don't have to just, you can get as fancy as you want or as simple as you want. And I think these just have enough going on that you don't have to get too fancy. The paper works for itself, right, Connie? The paper just does the work for you. And with some of these papers, you have to let it. I mean, the papers are so pretty, so nice. You just have to let them do the work. That is the whole point of having gorgeous, gorgeous papers that we have, is that the papers do the work for you. So let's see. Um, I'm trying to hunt down dimensionals again. It seems like I use them and put them aside and they're gone. Oh, let's see. I think I have another. Yeah, I'll just grab another pack. No, here they are. Till it's all said and done at the end of the night, I have about 3 packs of dimensionals going because I just keep grabbing another pack because I can't find them. Okay, and this one, I'll just sneak another one up there in the corner and just put this on just like that. And again, I'm just Okay, I'm back. I don't know what happened there, guys. Okay, yeah, we're back. I don't know what happened. Georgia, I don't know what happened. Brenda's asking. Yes, I'm back. I have no idea what happened. Well, it said I had no internet connection, and yet I was connected on my phone through the internet, but not on my computer. Okay, so anyway, mystery solved. Whatever, it's back. Okay, Brenda's asking when you order a stamp set, do you get matching paper or ink right away? You know what, Brenda? It depends on, at least this is my answer. Other people jump in here, but as far as I'm concerned, it just depends on the paper and the stamp set and what comes with it. Every now and then I see something that I just love everything about it, and I will get the whole suite. I'll get everything. Other times like this today, I already have the paper, the background papers, and the inks that I need. Um, and but I could get away with not using this color if I wanted to. I could use other colors. So you just have to kind of play it by ear. When you look at it, just decide: is this something I can work with other things, or is this something that I really need these colors? Or these, like, is this not going to work if I don't have these colors? So okay, so Georgia, but Georgia just got on here and said she tried the live, but there's nothing. That was because something happened to my connection. Inga, did you get me back? I hope. The screen went dark. I froze. I know it was. Ugh. Okay, but I'm back. So here we go. That's card number two. Let's do card number three. I've also been having internet issues off and on today, and I really don't know what is that all about. I mean, it's like there's no bad weather, although I do know they are doing something with the lines around here. They have been for a couple of days, and I don't know if that's just throwing it off every here and there or what. I don't know what's going on. So here's the third card. I am using Night of Navy, and I'm using this floral. Now this one would be really pretty to use the Blackberry Bliss with too, or yeah, Blackberry Bliss. Look at that. And yeah, that would probably look nice that way too. This one, I'm going to do something a little different with this. Um, this is something that I do a lot. I take the piece. Okay, this is 4 by 5 1/4. Actually, though, I'm going to cut off another quarter, I think, sideways, just to give it a little more room. So now it is 5. Now I'm going to divide 5 by 3 is 1.66666. So that's 1 2/3 about. Let's see, let's go with 1 5 of 6/8, 7/8. No, 4 5/8, 1 5/8. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 1 5/8 on each side. And then whatever's left in the middle is left in the middle. Okay, so that's 1 2 3. So the middle is just a little bit wider. And I'm going to take those 3 pieces in order that they were. Okay. I'm going to place them on here. I do this a lot. You guys, if you've come to any of my classes, you've seen this happen before. I just think this is a nice layout. I just like it, and it works with this paper. So then you put it on your background and you just leave a little bit of space in between, space them out pretty evenly and then glue them down. That's the other thing about this paper. There's no up and down. I mean, it's like it's just all over the place, so it doesn't even matter. But you see how when you cut it and then keep it in the order that you cut it, and you have these like that. I think that looks cool. Okay, so now we take our third one and we glue it down. And we have all our pieces glued down with a nice little frame around the outside edge, and everything's ready to go. I cut out using Nested Essentials. I cut the largest one in Night of Navy, and then I cut the next one down in my basic beige. And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put what am I going to put on here? I am going to, there's mountains. You can put them, no, I don't like the mountains. That was my plan, was to put the mountains across. That's why I cut that out, but I'm not fond of that. And actually, I think I'm getting away from this whole stamp set for a minute, and I'm going to go with something totally different. Okay, sorry about this, guys. I thought I had it. There we go. This one, now, Comforting Thoughts. I'm going to use Healing, Peace, Rest across here. And then on the inside, it's just going to say wishing you comfort. Or hope this is a feeling better kind of day. You could go with either one of those. This stamp set it's sad, but it's necessary. It has a lot of wish I could make this better. I don't have all the right words to say. It's a very comforting stamp set, which is a good thing because that's what it's called. So I'm going to take that Healing, Peace, Rest, and I'm going to put that across here. And I maybe could use these mountains. Let me just see how they look. I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. I'm not using Night of Navy because I don't want it as dark as the rest of the paper. And I just want to see how these mountains look. Okay, the mountains are cool. You can see it here, but not for this card, not with these flowers. I don't like it with those flowers. So I'm back to plan A, where I'm just using the Healing, Peace, Rest and nothing else. And that's fine. You could I'm going to stamp them off, and then I'm going to put, I'm going to put that over here on this side. I'm going to do the same over on that side. Just a little something. And then glue it down. and use dimensionals to prop the whole thing up. One of the other things that I do with this kind of a card is I'll put those pieces on another piece and then put a ribbon around the whole thing. But I didn't do that with this one. So we're just going to move on. It's just an idea. If you're doing it, you might want to try that too, because that would be pretty. Okay, now what are we going to put on this? I'm kind of leaning toward cutouts again because I need something else. That's kind of what it needs, isn't it? Does it need gold or does it need purple? I think it needs gold. Okay, that's going to be. Susie, you would say it needs gold too, wouldn't you? Because I know you like to add gold and glitz, so I know you would say it needs gold, right? And this is easy. This is the one punch, and I do punch a lot of those out in gold. As you can see, I punch things out to try them. And then I look at them and go, nah, I don't like that. Or I punch extras out. And so when I have a bunch of extras, I throw them right in this tray. And here they sit. And then another time when I'm making a card, I go, it needs something. And I'll start going through this. And I find things easily that way. That works very nicely for me. Okay, so we have that, and that's just one of those little ideas that you might want to do because it works. If you have a desk that you work on that you can leave the stuff lay out on, sometimes you don't have that advantage. There we go. And then on the inside of this one, I am going to stamp this guy in blue. And wishing you comfort. So now, as you can see, okay, we have 3 cards finished, and I have a bunch of little blocks here in all the right colors, the blues, the berries. So I can just sit here to my heart's content and make these cards over and over again. So that's why, like I said, before I start doing anything, I will just cut a bunch of stuff out. Now, I have found, okay, this one's a nice one. I like it. This is number 1 and number 2. And yeah, I really like this one and I really like this one. So I will probably just copy these and do them over and over again using the pieces that I have here. So there's 1, 2, and 3. Okay, that's it for tonight, guys. I am so glad you joined me. Thanks a lot. And sorry about that little glitch in the middle. Glad we got through that. And oops, and I forgot to take myself out the second time around. So, there. Okay, so and now we have a big black spot. That's not cool. There. Okay. There's the 3 cards. Thanks for joining me. Sorry about the malfunctions in the internet. And I hope you'll join me next week. And we're at the library on the 25th, which next week is the 25th. So I'll see you all then. Have a wonderful week. And try to stay dry. It's supposed to be a little rainy. There you go, Connie. Get on it. Get that. I love. Don't be hoarding the paper, right? Good night, all.